Hey guys, welcome back. This is Rob from Kearns Guitars. Back to working on my grandson's guitar here. And I decided to change it up a bit. This, I'm going to flatten off because, as you can see right here, this body was originally going to be for a different guitar, and the neck was going to be all different. So I have it scored, I don't know what that was. I have it scored out for the other neck. So if I put his neck in here, it's going to look like crap. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this down, which will get rid of this gouge here, and it'll get rid of these marker lines, which I actually put in with a knife, so they're kind of deep. So that way I can have a fresh base to start this. But then I got to thinking, I have this really cool piece of burl that I got from basically a junkyard. It was just sitting there on a log. They used the log as a fence to keep people out, and this is just sitting on the outside of it, attached to the tree. So, as any good luthier, I have a saw in my car, or in my truck. So I went and grabbed the saw, cut it off, split it in half, and that's what it looks like on the inside. But wait, there's more. Looks pretty cool like that. But you get it wet, look at that. And this was just sitting on the outside of a junkyard, just stopping people from getting in. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut this up. I'm going to try to figure out something, maybe a book match or something, and use this, inlay it right into here, be a little bit of a contrast, make this center section pop, get rid of all these, and I'm going to have to recut this because I had my grandson here, and you know, his hands are kind of small, so this, with the neck pocket being here, his hands wouldn't be able to reach everything. So I'm going to cut it back to here, leave this meat down here to glue to. So that should be cool. Trim down this fingerboard. Finally got this neck blank done. Been having problems with neck blanks lately. I had this piece on there, like this, figuring, you know, with the neck angle, I'd be able to keep this, but it's not thick enough right there. It's like a quarter, or not a quarter, it's like 1/8 of an inch too thin right here. So I had to take this off and cut a new piece, put this on here. Now we're plenty thick enough. But what I also got to thinking was, I just released that bass repair video, and when he came to pick up his bass, he had brought another bass that he got, and I love the way they married the neck to the body. The neck actually came down to about here, but right after the fretboard, it did a swoop and just kind of blended right into the body. It looked really cool. So I'm going to leave this here, and I'm going to try to accomplish the same thing with this. Maybe I'll go this way and a little bit this way, or no, I'll go this way away from the fingerboard side. Just kind of blend it in. I don't know. We'll figure something out. All right, let's get busy. First thing, we're going to take this down. I haven't figured out how I'm going to do that. I'll do it plain. Put this over to the side. Check the grain. Of course the grain goes like this. I'll try it this way. Oh, we got something to clamp to. Always start your plane out completely retracted. awkward to the material. I know what you're thinking. Why'd you do the work with the grinder if you're just gonna cut this off? Well, I didn't know until now I was gonna cut it off. So that's answers the question. All right, whenever you've got a close to finished product, you want to make sure you use a caul on top. I'm not sure how far down I'm gonna be, but I don't want my clamp pressure deciding how far down I be by putting a big divot in the material. So put this on here, I can crank down as hard as I want. It's not going to do anything to the material itself. For that side, but you want to make sure these aren't going to be in the way of your plane. So I'm going to move this one back here. That way I got room for my plane to scoot by. Same over here. Alright. Now that should be a little better. Got a little bit here. Actually, I'm gonna leave that because, like I said, what I'm actually gonna do is I'm gonna sink the burl. Yeah, I think that'll look good. And I'm still gonna keep the Majesty theme, the little crest that comes down the middle of it. I like that, especially with this burl. I think that'll pop really good. Now I gotta be careful, I don't want to mess up my little swirl thing I got working there. The reason why I put it here, it's not really attached to the material, it's just stopping the material from moving. It's in this butt and it's gotta, basically the material's gotta move to clamp if it's gonna go anywhere. And I have enough clearance off the top for the plane. Alright, now what we have here, the reason we still have this here is because this is my high point, it's going down. So what we're going to do, like I said, that's another reason why I'm just going to sink it down in there. That way I won't have to worry about it. And I'm going to make it bigger, so it's not going to be such a narrow point. Alright. Got my baby pups on the coffee. They're a lot bigger than that now. See, planing that down, that almost took away this gouge completely. I'm not looking for scientific measurements here, I'm just looking for a rough ballpark so that I know how far down my bridge is going to be. So we want the fretboard to, this is already cut for the fretboard length, so wherever my nut lands, that's where it's going to be. Oh, what was the scale length on this thing again? Forgot. think it was the smallest one. I think it was like 5/16 or something. Where is it? 3/4, 25/3, 9/16. That's what it was. Okay, so it's 20 frets at 9/16, which would put it right there. 24 and 9/16. Yep. So we go to 25 and 9/16 because I'm at the 1-inch mark in case they screwed up on the when they did that. Yeah, you gotta be careful with some rulers. Sometimes they don't pay attention to where they mark their 1, and every ruler could be different. Where they mark their 1 can throw off the whole length of the ruler. Alright, so there's 20. What is that? That's 23. We want to go to 25 and 9/16. So that'll put that right there. And don't forget we're swooping. I'm keeping the thickness of the neck down there. And we're putting a piece over, so pay no attention to the hole. That'll be filled in anyway. 25 and 9/16. That leaves me 1, 2.5 inches of gluing area, that's pretty good. That looks good. I think I'm gonna go with that. I think that's where the bridge wants to be. They should have said something, right? Save me a lot of damn time. Alright, that's not sharp enough. Okay. Put this right here, make sure we got room. Okay, I'm using the center because this is 2 pieces securely butted together, so I'm using the actual seam line as a center line, putting that right in between here, cocking this thing at a little bit of an angle because your bass is always going to want to be farther than your treble side by about 1/8 of an inch usually. So that's where my bridge is going to be. Just get a rough picture of this so I can put this bridge away. Anything to happen to it. Get a little shot of coffee. Cilantro. Don't lose your jack either. Okay, so one thing I did not do is mark out where the end of the fretboard is. So line this up with the middle there, that over there, this at 25 and 7/8, no, 9/16. Okay, so that's roughly where the fretboard will end. So we could just take this and just go and actually keep that horn. And you round it off a little bit. He's not playing death metal, at least not yet. Okay. Yeah, I think that'll work. Go from this one right into there, and then it ends over here. And we could just run this one straight. Just boom. Do I want to do that? I'll cut the short one first and then see if I even want to cut the look. I really don't need to. Okay. So we want to buzz that off there. Let me get an eraser and erase these. I have other lines on there too. I don't want to get mixed up halfway through a cut and come out with something really funky. Okay, we don't want to do that anymore. I love this bandsaw. The worst thing about it is this cockamamie setup they have for the light. If they would have just put the light on this side, would have had no problems. So you can shine this side 6 ways a Sunday. But that doesn't help you cast a shadow where you need to cut. You need the light on this side. So you gotta try to monkey with it. I've even had it taped up and it still doesn't work right. Oh, I forgot to cut that off. Actually, no. I didn't need to do that. We'll see. Leave it on for now. Always cut it off later. It's easier to cut something off than to put something on. Now, yeah, I do like that, because then I can round this over. Won't be an issue. All right. Think, Rob, think. Thinking what I might do is grab a piece of scrap and make sure an edge is flat. That's the closest one, but I'll make sure here. And then what I'm doing with this is, I don't know about you, but whenever I draw something, I always have one side that comes out really good, and no matter how I try to fix it, the other side, something happens. So, I'm gonna get this, so one side comes out really good, and then I just flip it over. Not big enough. In my head it works. A lot of things work in my head that don't work in real life though. Alright, now this is our bridge here. So I'm going to bring this baby probably down to about here. Start it maybe. Put the straight edge on our center line. I'm going to remark the center line. We want to go 3. How far is this guy from the center line? 2 inches. That guy's not 2. Why is that guy not 2 inches? This guy is more like 2 1/4 inches. Well, this guy is 2 inches. No, we're 2 1/4. Bah! Alright, this guy. 2 3/16. This guy I lost. So we'll go 2 3/16 from here. And yeah, it's close enough. I'll go with the white one. So we want 2 1/4, straight side. Always mark your good side. Ideally, we'd like to start from there and take it to here. But, like I said, I don't know. I don't know if I'm gonna get that. That's 10 3/4. If I cut this off, then I could get it. Well, let's see if we can get a design first. So we're gonna mark our 2 1/4 here and here. And this will be our straight line. I drew the line longer than my mark so I can blend into it and blend out of it. So let's see, we're gonna start here, and I don't know. We do something like that, and then this gets carried up to, I don't want to do the exact same thing, because I think the Majesty comes up and then like butts into this corner. What if I took this up and went this way and blended it back? Try to blend it into the horn. There you go. Let's see what that looks like. So what if we start right here. My protractor now. Alright, so grab my protractor, pencil, and I'm lining up the 0 in the center here with my center line, and I'm bringing this up right to where it meets here. Now I know that this and the tip right here I don't know what that mark is, but this tip right here and this are square across. So now I can measure from the tip up to here. That gives us 9 3/8. So this is 9 3/8. So on here we want to come up 9 3/8. Now this mark that I just made is right here. Don't forget that. And this, if we carry it over, in order to keep it straight, line your 0 up with this edge, because this is our straight edge. Okay, so this point right here is this point right here. So now we can figure out where we want to go from here. Which I'm thinking if we bring this guy right down a little bit more, what if we go like this? Kind of like a, kind of curve it into that. That actually might look pretty good. Alright, I just thought of something else. What if we take... Okay, we've got the crest here. What if we take and try to follow the body here? So it's kind of majesty, but kind of not. And we just kind of do, not too much, just a wee bit. And that'll go up there somewhere. See, I'm kind of liking that. I'm kind of liking that. Might actually go a little sharper here. And then go back into it here. No, don't like that. This is definitely designing on the fly. You see, I don't like that. What if we took this out and make it somewhere in the middle? Not here, not here, maybe right here. Go up, and then we just go rumba. You know, that might work. That is just crazy enough to work. Then we could take this and go this way, right up to wherever it meets the horn up there. I think I'm going to do that. then turn it around this way so I can actually mark the horn on the bottom side. So I can get an actual place of where it is. Okay, so this will shoot off into space. This will shoot off into space. And this is going. Yes. No. Yes. Lord help me. When you're working with a bandsaw, you want to make sure that the clearance down here is just barely enough for the material so you can't get your fingers in there. Now, like I said, we gotta take this template and see if we can replicate it on one of these pieces of burl by itself, or do we have to do it a different way? Okay, so the burl actually goes to here. So if we put the point down there, slide this over so it makes it there. You do this type of thing here. Oh, that's gonna cut it close. Well, maybe we don't have to do that. And we're gonna leave it there for now. Hopefully it'll spark some interest to get you to look forward to the next one. Thanks again for watching. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, share it with your friends. Every bit helps. Until next time, peace out. Please make sure you like, subscribe, share. Yeah, do that. Please make sure you